Okay, throughout the trial, Trump was often surrounded by GOP leaders. There was vice presidential hopefuls. All the political people were right there by his side. They put out statements constantly. His sons, Eric and Don Jr., and even Tiffany Trump, they made an appearance. There was a lot of support from those folks. But the two women that the former president is arguably the absolute closest to, his wife Melania and his daughter Ivanka, they were absent, you may have noticed, throughout the entire trial, and they were radio silent on social media through all of it until the end. And after Trump was convicted, Ivanka did finally post on her Instagram story. It was a short message. You may have noticed it yesterday. It is right there. We're going to put it up for you. It said, "I love you, Dad." It was an Instagram story that he put up in a photo of them together. So what are we supposed to make of what feels like this icy treatment by the most important women in Trump's life? I want to ask the author of Mar-a-Lago, Inside the Gates of Power at Donald Trump's presidential palace, Laurence Leamer, joins us live now. Laurence, thank you for being with us. You know, I don't know what to think here. I kind of feel bad even talking about this because, you know, did they have to go? Maybe Trump told them to stay back and, I don't want you involved in all of this. I hate to read into it too much, but a lot of people are questioning why Melania and Ivanka were never there. What do you make of it, Laurence?
Well, don't you think they realize what everybody's thinking? I mean, they are these astute political creatures who have been in this psychodrama for decades. I mean, from Melania, it's just amazing emotionally. She can even put up with this after all this time.
So you think it was by design?
I've seen her at
exactly
Mar-a-Lago.
What they were doing.
Yeah. I mean, look, what is her life now? Her parents are gone. Her son's going off to college. Her husband is a serial philanderer. At Mar-a-Lago, she goes to the beauty parlor, and the rest of the time she's with herself. It's a sad life, no matter what veneer she puts on it and the image she tries to project.
In a sense, though, does it show strength from Melania that she, you see other spouses and women and men too who will stand by their lover and go up there and stand there, and everybody just sort of feels bad for the person, and that almost looks weak in a way. Does it show her strength that Melania said, "You know what, I'm not going"?
Well, remember when Hillary said, "I'm not a stand by your woman kind of man kind of woman," but she was, and that's what Melania is too. And in some ways, it's admirable. After all, she's had to put up with him, but in some ways, it's simply incredible. But she wanted to marry a rich man. She married him, and she paid the price.
What about Ivanka? Because her and Jared were so close to Trump, obviously, during the last presidency, working in the White House. They've taken a step back. We haven't seen them campaigning. She didn't make any comments during the trial. And I did notice that her comment on social media was an Instagram story, which you can't comment on as a person who follows her, and it also goes away after 24 hours. I mean, what do you think is going on with Ivanka right now?
Well, they just wanted to get away. The pressures of that first term were just overwhelming. All the drama, all the controversy. They wanted to have a life for themselves and for their children. And who could blame them?
Yeah, it's a good point. Who could blame them? And, there's a lot going on with that family right now. It'll be interesting to see whether they are a little more visible at some of the rallies that are coming up and as the campaign really heats up. Laurence Leamer, thank you so much for coming on. We really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Hey, thank you for watching. Please go to newsnationnow.com, newsnationnow.com, and you can find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button down below. Then you will get more of NewsNation's fact-driven coverage.